Hi guys, sorry you had the connection disconnected. There was some technical problem. So guys, you can hear me now fine, no problem. So looking back at the charts, we can see here in the right side that the dollar really weak, New Zealand is strong. Okay guys, so dollar CAD is a sell. Don't trade euro dollar, it's gonna be ranging now, it's not good. But okay, possibly euro dollar is gonna be a buy, but euro everything else is a sell. Okay guys, so euro dollar is possibly a buy. So USD CAD you can see here, that was really nice fall. New Zealand Japanese yen, we talked about this being a good buy guys. Okay, I think after this sideways movement a little bit is gonna break to the upside. Australian also is breaking to the upside, the same scenario right here. So we think this is gonna break to the upside and it's gonna go up. You can see this is close to the SPX and the Dow. They did run up so fast after the crash. Then it's going sideways because the Feds did slow down their easing and buying the stocks, because they did save the market from having a deep recession and having disaster. Once it came to a very stable area right here, so they're not really in a rush. They can wait, give it some time to build slowly. So this is a good opportunity, guys. See, that was long, it was a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. So here in New Zealand, we are expecting the fall yesterday. It was going really nice. You can see the sell. It did go up to the trend line. It did make a correction. Just once it touched it, just like a Chimook a little bit, but it's different mechanism. Okay, once you give it a kiss, then it did bounce back. If you want to see the continuation signal, you just right click here and you click come here and you see re-entry signal. Okay, see yes. So stop loss, yes. If you want to have alert or not, if you want to have an email notification, there is a panel here at the left side also gives you the entry and one price and everything if you want to, this one. So see yes here. It's gonna show up. Okay, what else here? Bound dollar is a buy, but it's gonna be a little bit slow, but it's a buy, not a sell. Okay guys, pound yen, see, pound yen is a sell, but don't go this way. Okay guys, please, if you don't have any question, you can type it down here in the chat area, so we can discuss it together. This is a good sell, guys. It's gonna fall so bad. Dollar Japanese yen, it's probably going to be ranging a little bit. It's not very strong trend. We talked about this one. So see, it's ranging as expected. Why is this? Can't tell you why. And what if I would not trade dollar yen, but if I would trade dollar yen, I would wait the price to come down to here, about 50 pips down, and then I would buy it. I'm going to 109, but this will take time. Okay, this should be the way. Why this? So USD/JPY goes down when USD index is down, and that's the case right now. Then you have USD/JPY goes up when the stock is up, and that's the case now. So you have something's gonna pull it down and something's gonna take it up. That's why it's ranging, just like the gold. Okay, waiting New York session, I think is gonna come down a little bit, and it's gonna bounce back up. But this will not be the best buy. You don't expect more than 100 pips in it. Okay, so you have to know where the money is. Money now is in the euro against Australian and New Zealand, in the dollar, but not against Japanese yen. It's against Canadian, or not against safe haven. So Japanese yen is a safe haven, franc is a safe haven, Swiss franc. So those will not be very great to trade because all of them are gonna be weak. So dollar is weak, Japanese yen was weak, franc is weak. If you look at here, that's how you understand the market. You can see the franc is kind of a little bit strong, but not crazy strong. And Japanese yen also. So the dollar is weaker than both of them. But after some time, I think when the New York open, you're gonna find franc and Japanese yen come to the right side a little bit and dollar go to the left side a little bit. So you're gonna find three of them side each other. That's why dollar Japanese yen, dollar franc are not gonna be having a very strong trend. Okay, and this fall in the dollar Japanese yen just because the dollar index is pressed so hard and the stock market did not rise enough. I hope this makes sense. So we put here, when the dollar index is going down, it's gonna drag the dollar Japanese yen down, and that's the scenario you're having right now. And then when the stock market, if you see the NASDAQ or SPX or Dow, three of them going up, that's gonna take USD/JPY up. So now they are going up, but very slow compared to the fall of the index, of the dollar index. That's why this come down a little bit, but you can see it's ranging, and it's gonna continue to do this for a while, but it's gonna break to the upside. I don't think the dollar yen is gonna go below 1.6, okay, but it's gonna reach 1.950. But this is gonna take time. But you see this, what kind of a market you're gonna trade in this? It's terrible, and that's for our time frame. So you spend 2 weeks right here in this area. then you spend another like almost 1 week here. You know, that's terrible. So you spend not dollar, yeah, and it needs someone is very familiar with the stock market more than anything else to trade it. So you can see this is a waste of time. Or you can see something like dollar CAD. Why it's more volatile? Because the CAD is a risky currency. So when there is a risk in the market, you're gonna get more volatility in the CAD index. That's why you're gonna see volatility here. The same thing for the USD. Okay, it's more riskier. It's risky currency to carry. So everybody's just gonna get rid of if the market is in the risk mode, if the stock market is falling. Now investors are going more to invest, so that's why they want to take this ZAR cheap currency right now. It's a good opportunity, and they're gonna carry it and sell it to go down to 15. Then they're just gonna, you know, close their sell position right there. They're gonna keep it for a month or something. So this is how it works. See, the euro is really weak, and the Australian and New Zealand are stronger a little bit. So you can see this is at the time dollar Japanese yen is gonna move 100 pips. This is gonna move 300-400 pips. Just to be aware of this. The same thing for dollar franc. It's gonna be really slow. Okay, don't trade dollar yen, don't trade dollar franc. It's just gonna be very slow. Dollar franc here. It's coming down, but you know, slow. You're gonna die for 200 pips. You know, if you come from here, this is probably only 40 pips. If to come down all the way here, the 120 pips is probably gonna take forever. Australian Canadian is better to also avoid because Australian and Canadian close to each other, but it's a buy, it's not a sell. Okay guys, we can see more questions. You guys, please don't forget to hit the like button so that this video will reach more people. Australian Canadian, we said Australian Canadian is a buy, but it's not gonna be very fast, and it may reverse, it may range, so it's better to avoid it. So Australian Canadian is better to avoid it. It's gonna be ranging slowly up and down. But my opinion is it's gonna go a little bit up, then it's gonna come down if the oil is gonna go up. So it's better to avoid. Okay. And New Zealand is really strong against everything. So if you sell bound New Zealand, I talked about this guys in the weekly forecast. I said bound New Zealand is continue to be good. Please bound yen. It's not moving much. Euro New Zealand is a good sell also. You can see it's very clear in the system, you guys. I think you can make money in this system. It's super easy, yet it's very powerful and very strong. I tell you, and it takes a lot of the noise of the market. See, all this noise is not really affecting you because you can see where the trend is and it's supporting you. And this is dynamic trend, you guys. It's just, you know, dynamic. All the system is dynamic. It works like support and resistance, and the reversal of the trend is and giving you signals. It's everything in one package. It's really amazing system. And you see, because this did fly up so fast, it did get so far away from this point here, it had to go sideways to come to it first, you know, make some corrections and go back up. When the same scenario happened, it did fly up so fast, you know, it goes sideways a little bit, then start falling nicely. That's what you want, like 45 degree. Always you want to see 45 degree. Okay guys, thanks for the likes. They help in the video. Okay guys, please, if you have any question about anything, put it there. You can see this is a nice sell, is falling since we talked. You know, it's continued to fall. I should be looking at about 176, so still probably another 200 pips down here. Okay guys, if you would like to share with us what trades do you have open right now, or if you have any question about anything in the market, we can discuss together. It'll be fine. You can see this is going, so what best is to get the sell from here. That would be the best place, and then when the trend line start to change from blue to red, that was the best entry. However, if you join here is a little bit late, but I think it's still okay. This is gonna crash so fast. Okay guys, see New Zealand, Australian, Euro, Australian, New Zealand dollar also is a good buy guys. Okay, so the market needs a lot of patience guys. You do small lot and lot size, and you have patience, then you're gonna go through it. The euro dollar should be going up slowly, range a little bit. See, after the same scenario we talked about before, a big candle, usually the market will go sideways a little bit. Why? Because he got so far away from the trend so fast, so it needs to relax. After it does relax, it's either continue up straight or make a correction, then continue up. Okay, that's why when you get a big fall in something, it's better to take profit. EuroCAD should be falling. We talked about selling the EuroCAD yesterday. So New Zealand, Japanese yen. See you guys, I told you it was gonna break to the upside. It's breaking to the upside now, so it's a good buy. Today and dollar also going up. Okay, it's very clear. Yeah, you can trade between the half an hour or 1 hour time frame. The best is 1 hour time frame, but if something is gonna revert to this area and you have been waiting for it, if you get the signal from the half an hour, so it's better. The Dow is going up. Dow Jones, we just talked about the Dow right now for the Benda, and we said the Dow is going up, guys. The stock is only going up. Like, don't go crazy buying, but it's going up only. Okay. You can see this was not the best place to enter. Australian dollar buy is a little bit late. The entry was did reverse from the bottom of the channel here, going up, but it's shown to get in. I think it's still okay a little bit, but euro Australian dollar would be a better sell than buying a dollar Australian USD. So you can see just about to break this. It did break this area. Okay, it's breaking this one. So once this is broken, probably it's gonna fly. The same thing with the Dow and DAX. They're all going together. Okay guys? So this will be expected to break and go up. This is a gravity bands system. It's good for the range and stuff. So if you want to trade some range and market, this system is designed for the range and market, guys, because it's gonna give you the channel all the time while the market is ranging inside this channel. So what you want to do is you catch the bottom, reversing it at the bottom, and you take it and you want to catch the top and sell it in the range of market. Okay, So it needs a little bit more skills, but you can see this is working in range and market. Would be good for something like euro dollar, or it's ranging all the time. Okay. We look at the Dow again, just to close the Dow. Someone asked about the bound CAD. I think the bound CAD is going to be going down a little bit, especially in the new position. But Dow always, it's better to buy in the New York position because you're gonna have a stronger trend. Okay, so wait a little bit. What could happen in New York session is when the market open, you get one candle down like this, okay guys, then after this it will reverse the upside strongly. That's what could happen in the market opening. You get a strong candle down first, and for the first hour, then after 1 hour it will reverse to the upside. Okay guys, we have the service we provide, we have the trading systems, and if you really have time, this is good and fantastic. Okay, this VSA system is gonna show you what is strong against what is weak in the market, all the indexes like this. We have one of the videos, educational videos, it explains how to trade indexes. So let's say if you trade Japanese yen against dollar, it's not the same scenario if you trade against New Zealand. So New Zealand Japanese yen is a good buy, but dollar yen, you will be selling dollar yen, because Japanese yen is stronger than the dollar, but it's weaker than New Zealand. Let's say Canadian. So New Zealand Canadian is gonna be a buy, and dollar CAD is gonna be a sell, because New Zealand is stronger than the CAD, but dollar is weaker than the CAD. Okay, and this is not hedging. Okay, this is not hedging. This is just, what is relative to what. When you say Canadian is strong, I'm gonna say strong against what? Is it against everything else? So Canadian is the strongest index, or against some and weak against others? So this is a very important question you need to answer, because now if you can enter about 25 trades, and all of them go in profit once this is in front of you. So if you go buy New Zealand dollar, you're in the money. If you sell euro New Zealand, you're good. If you trade euro bound, then you're just gonna go sell euro bound. If you trade bound Japanese yen, you're gonna sell bound Japanese yen. If you trade Canadian franc, like if you trade Australian CAD, you know what you're doing like this. So what would be the best choice? The best choice is to take something from the left, which is really strong, against something that's really weak from the right side here. This is gonna give you a stronger trend, and you're gonna be in the right direction. And then after you get this, you go to the ABC system, which is this one, and you see if you do have a signal like this one, then you go with it and take it. Okay, if you're too late, don't enter the trade, then you missed it, you wait for another one. Okay guys, so this is how the system works. And also, to make it really easy, the system, the VS's market scanner, has a left side here. This works in MT4 guys, that's MT4 I think. It's gonna give you all the currencies, and you look at this delta number. When it's red, it means sell. When it's green, it's buy. So when it's darker green, it's a very good buy, very strong buy. Like New Zealand dollar, it's a very strong buy. Australian dollar, very strong buy. Pound New Zealand, it's a sell. I talked about this in the weekly forecast guys about pound New Zealand. Okay, New Zealand Japanese yen a buy. I think we've been talking for this for the last 2 weeks. New Zealand Japanese yen is a buy. You guys, all of you, aware of this. And I said Australian Japanese yen, New Zealand Japanese yen, Canadian Japanese yen, 3 of them buy, right? Well, it depends on your trading style, how many hours you want to spend in the trading. So you know, some people just look at the computer, find a setup, they open their trade, then you can just, you know, every once in a while see what's going on in the phone. You know, most of the people are gonna be following up with the phone. You don't have to follow up 100% with the like your computer, laptop. Okay, John, I'll look at the. Sorry, yeah, just when I open Telegram at the same time I'm doing um, live streaming, it just almost freezes because it's taking too much power from the processor of the computer, I believe, and also the internet. So I'll be looking at this one, then we can you know, have a chat together, buddy. So guys, yeah, I think the market is very clear. So what you want to do, the secret is to get in a strong trend. Okay guys, to get a strong trend. Okay guys, I want you to just give me some of your time here. We're gonna talk about something together. You're gonna really like it, but just have patience with it. We're just gonna clear this one. Okay, I want to completely clear it. Okay, so let's say you want to trade something like New Zealand dollar. Okay, if you have the New Zealand right here, then you have the dollar. Just to close some of these ones. Okay, just to close this one, so make it faster, guys. Okay, so just have some patience with me. So you have a New Zealand dollar, you want to trade this one. So if you have the New Zealand index, okay, by itself, so New Zealand is going up, but the USD is flat, is not moving. Okay, what do you expect in the result? So New Zealand USD up. Okay guys, so if the New Zealand index is going up and the dollar is not moving, what if you want to trade New Zealand dollar, what would be the result of this trend or this, you know, situation? New Zealand dollar is going to be going up. It's very easy. Okay, let's take another scenario. What happens if the New Zealand is going down? Please have some patience, so you're gonna like it. Then the USD is flat, then New Zealand dollar is going down, so you're gonna be selling this one, correct? Okay, so now you have to look at the New Zealand index by itself and the dollar index by itself to see what the the behavior of the New Zealand index. If it's going up and the dollar is flat, then New Zealand dollar is going up. If it's going down and the dollar is flat, New Zealand dollar is going down. Okay, what happened if New Zealand is flat and also dollar is flat? So what you really get is dead market, not moving, correct? Hi Peter, how are you? Welcome to our channel. Okay guys, so if the New Zealand is flat and the dollar is flat, it's gonna be dead market. Correct? Is not is ranging terrible. If you have the New Zealand is going up and dollar is going up, what's gonna happen here? This is gonna be a ranging market. Depends on which one is strong, and really you don't want this ranging market. Okay, you don't want this one. If the second scenario you have the New Zealand is going down and the dollar is going down, so what the result is, you have ranging market also, was no good. Okay guys, so you don't want this also. Okay, what happen if you have the New Zealand flat and you have the USD is going up? The result is going to be New Zealand is sell, so New Zealand dollar, the trend is going down, so New Zealand dollar is down. Correct? Means New Zealand is going getting so weak against the dollar, so you're gonna have this is going down. Okay, it's opposite of this pink one. What happens if you have this is flat and the dollar is going down? So really what you have is New Zealand dollar is going up. So we said, oh, this is fine. So if you have this, New Zealand is going flat and USD is going down, then the result is New Zealand USD going up. Correct? Really you don't want to trade this case, the yellow cases you don't want to trade. This is bad to trade, you're gonna lose money in this ones. Okay guys, so those are bad ones to trade. You really don't want to trade these ones. This is bad. This is okay, this is okay, this is okay, this is okay, but there's something better in the market you can trade. The system works only for MT4, so the system available for MT4. Yes, John. Yeah, we want the strongest. We have something called the super trend. Okay, super trend, super strong. Okay, guys. The super trend. What is the super trend? Super trend, the one you're gonna get the Australian or New Zealand, in this case New Zealand really very strong, so strong up, and USD is weak. Okay guys, so the result is going to be super uptrend, and that's what you want, and that's where the money is. You want to stay the least amount of time and make the most amount of money. Okay, so when the New Zealand is very strong and the dollar is really weak, this is gonna be a super uptrend. We have an opposite case. Yes, we do have an opposite case. When the New Zealand is very weak and USD very strong, then in this case you have super downtrend. Okay guys, we can put this in the red. and that's what you want. You want to crash. So those are the best two cases you actually want to trade. So there's more cases, guys. So if both of them going up, both of them going down, both of them not moving, all these cases are not good. One is moving and one flat, you're gonna get some movement like up and down, okay? But if you can get someone is really strong and the other one is really weak, you're gonna get the super trend, and the super trend is what we want to trade. Okay, so what we want to trade is the super trend. We don't want to trade most of these ones. We want to trade the super trend. So keep this in mind. You come back here, you look at this one. So New Zealand dollar, this is a super trend because you get something really, really strong against something really weak. So if you go back here, which case is this? That case, New Zealand is strong and USD is very weak, super uptrend, correct. If you go look at the New Zealand dollar, you're gonna find it flying up. Okay, so this is the methodology where this is based on. If you come here and you see the New Zealand dollar is 5.9 strength, it's the strongest currency for the buy. Okay guys, so this is how you understand the market. You must understand all these cases, and you must look at the index of one currency by itself. This is not what has been taught in the market for a long time. They're gonna just keep teaching you, you know, resistance and support and all this stuff, blah blah blah, which is good, but you have to understand this 100%. You have to know this is separate from this one. It's like two children sitting in the playground and playing, you know, swing, one in the side and one the other side. So you get the swing like this, right, and like this. Well, and here one child will sit and the other one will sit. How can you determine the movement unless you know the weight of each one? You have to compare. It's not the same if you get one person sitting and the weight is 100 kilometer here, okay, and one person sitting here and the weight is only 20. Would be the same result to get someone is 20, you know, as you get someone who is 100? Of course not, right? In the case of the 20, what you're gonna find it's like this. The 20 is really heavy, so it's taking it down, right? And the 100 is really heavy, so it's taking it down, and the 20 is flying. That's why when they swing and there's children, they say, you know, they want some kids at equal weight kind of, so they can have fun. If one is really heavy and one is really light, is gonna be, you know, one up and one down. That's what we want. We want the very heavy kid against the very light one. We want the super trend. If you get both of them 50-50, it's gonna be flat, and we don't want this one. And that's a 50-50 case, which is a range of market. It's like two kids having the same weight, you know, you're just moving very slow and you keep watching them. There is no fun in this one. Okay, so you want some movement, and that's the super trend. Okay guys, I hope the idea is very clear now. Yeah, so is there any questions guys about this one? So we got the idea about the super trend. You want to avoid all the range of market and range of market, dead market. You want to avoid this ones for sure. What you want a very strong trend. Wa alaikum salam, Hanif, welcome. Okay guys, is there any question about this one? I think this was easy. See what we do here. We have put this in live for the last, we've been doing this for almost 3 weeks now, and we're catching very good sells. Like USD CAD, if you go back and check the previous videos, you're gonna find a sell limit at like 1.4120 and something like this. So we catch it from really nice place. Okay, so we did give a full forecast for the market, and what we're saying is use this as the guide for you. So you come here and you're gonna see what's happening. Okay, the dollar is really weak. This could be the start of the weakness or could be the end. So this is an important point. That's why to trade one of these currencies, you need to go to the chart and see if this is the start of or the end of the signal. That's why you need to have a system. Okay. So for the last 4 hours, the dollar was really weak in the system, and this did crash so bad. Also, what you want is you want to look at them at New York and London. Don't go out of these times because there is no very strong trend. That's why they are not gonna give you the good. There is no trending at all. The market is all ranging or moving very slow. That's why it's not gonna be good. Okay. So if you work with both systems together, the VSA's market scanner and the signal, the APCO or ABC, you're gonna be really like doing good. So for the last 3 days, that was a sell, that was a sell. Okay guys, so let's talk about this one again. So if you want to trade New Zealand dollar, you have to look at those separate. As like you have 2 kids sitting in the swing in the zoo or in the garden. There's multiple cases. You can have one kid is really heavy, 100 kg, and another one 20, which is very light, or another one 100. What you really want in the Forex market is you want the really heavy one against the very light one. So this will be a guaranteed battle, and you know for sure who's gonna win this fight. It's like a boxing match. If you get 2 big guys, then it's just gonna drain each other and you're not sure who's gonna win. But if you get someone who's really strong against someone who's really weak, so you know for sure where you put your money, and that's what you want. You don't want to trade when the New Zealand is not moving and the dollar is not moving and both of them flat, and you're gonna go to the market and find a dead market. If both are going up, then the market's gonna be ranging. Both of them going down, the market's gonna be ranging. Okay, if the New Zealand is going up, dollar is not moving, you're gonna get a trend. It's uptrend, but slow uptrend. Let's say a 30-degree uptrend. If the New Zealand is going down and the dollar is flat, you're gonna get a downtrend. It's like, let's say 30-degree or 25-degree downtrend. If the New Zealand is flat and the dollar is going up, so the trend is gonna be down, but also slow down, is not very fast. If the New Zealand is flat and the dollar is down, then the New Zealand dollar is gonna be up. The super trend, what you want is, you want to see that New Zealand is really strong and the dollar is very weak. This is going to be a super uptrend, and that's what you want to buy. When you see the New Zealand is really weak and the dollar is very strong, that's going to be a super downtrend, and that's what you want to sell. Okay guys, so just like exactly like having a big guy in a fight against a small guy, or it's a swing and you have some person who's really heavy and another person who's really light. So this battle, you can bet on that this guy is gonna take the swing down for sure, because he's really strong. Okay, so how does this work is you look at the system here, the market scanner, and you can see what currency is really strong and what is really weak. So you go buy the New Zealand against the dollar. Okay, but you go to the chart. Let's say this is okay. So you can see the system. This has been like from the morning or yesterday. New Zealand has been very strong. Okay, guys, you can see this was very clear. It's easy to make money in this one. It's not very difficult to make profit and make money. Okay, we can see this one. So that was really nice. The signal was very clear. If you catch this one, you're in profit. Once it did break to the upside here, that was a good buy, and that's 154 pips. So it's a little bit, when you see the trend or the price getting too far away from the trend line here, the price or the candle gets too far, it's better to wait to have a sideways movement or a correction before you do re-entry, because now it did go up so fast, and that's usually it will make it slow down a little bit. I'm saying, you guys, if someone is not understanding anything, if you want to ask about what we have explained now, if something is not clear, if you have a question, you know, if you have a currency or a chart you want us to look at, you guys are welcome. We can discuss this together. So I hope the idea is clear, guys. Okay, so that's very important to understand. If you don't understand this, you'll never be successful, and you're just gonna keep, you know, hearing people saying this is gonna go up, it's gonna go down, but you don't know why. When I ask you why did the dollar ZAR crash, is it because the ZAR is strong or because the dollar is weak? You may not be able to understand to answer me, right? If I tell you why the euro dollar is going down, is possibly it's gonna continue to go down. Is it because the Australian is very strong or the euro is really weak? And if I ask you another question, is it euro Australian is better sell or euro New Zealand? You probably can't answer, right? I would say euro New Zealand, because New Zealand is stronger than Australian. So if you compare the euro to both of them, which is this one, so euro will be a better to sell against New Zealand. Okay, you can see some change in happening here. You can see the pound did become weak, so there is some change in the pound. So pound New Zealand is probably crashing right now. Okay, guys, if we go open the pound New Zealand, it's probably falling. It's gonna continue to fall. See, pound New Zealand. So this 1 hour time frame, I don't think you can miss this signal. Let's see how many pips is this one. So far this is 375 pips in the 1 hour time frame. I think it was not too bad, this one. Okay, guys, and we talked about the pound New Zealand is gonna continue to come down in the weekly forecast. Okay, so this is not the best entry right now. Why? Because it's too far away from the trend line. Okay, the best entry was right here when the arrow did show up, you know, or after a correction. So when there was a correction, it did go up a little bit, you know, above here, it's coming back down. That was also another sell. We go like this. If you put this to true, guys, you should get a continuation signal like this one here. See it, continuation signal after correction, because it's still considered the initial signal. It never did break to the upside of this one to give you even continuation signal. This is the start. This signal didn't break. Okay, so I hope this is clear. That was a really good sell from here with the system. The system does not repaint, guys, but just to let you know, the pound is weak now against New Zealand, so don't go buy it yet. If you want to buy, there's no buy at all now. It's either you're in a sell move near stop, or you don't trade it. You know, if you want to enter the sell, it's a little bit too late, but it's your choice. If you take it, you know the risk. No, that's not correct, because what you want to be watching continuously the indexes. That's why we make index analysis. So I'm gonna be waiting. I will have to get out of this one to bring the index itself. To show you the index now, I have to cut the stream. I can't do it because I'm in different platform. I'm in IC Market. They don't have index, so you have to use another platform. So what happened is you're gonna be watching the ABC system in the index itself, and once the index also is giving you a signal, okay, so you're getting this signal from the ABC system, not the market scanner. So you're gonna catch it from both sides. Next time I'm gonna open it from Light Forex where I have the indexes, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you're not gonna get this lagging problem if you understood what I talked about. This one, okay, if you understand this one, and you can do analysis in the New Zealand by itself, New Zealand index, and the ABC system will give you a buy like this one. Let's say the New Zealand did give you a buy from start from here, okay, so you know the New Zealand is getting strong from the ABC. Then you see the dollar index is giving you the sell, then so you know overall those New Zealand is strong and the USD is weak, and you have the signal from this by itself and this by itself. You come look at the VSC meter, it's gonna give you the overall, okay, then you go look at the New Zealand dollar by itself, it's gonna give you the signal for the currency by itself. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you. If someone wants to trade this by itself, it's very clear, you know, this was a sell, this was a buy. The system is really easy. You make 150 200 pips and you get out, and you wait, you know, another signal, continuation or reverse. Yeah, we'll do a video about this, or we can go live, whatever. We can manage this one. But maybe I'll make a video and just download it. It's probably faster than doing a live, you know. Yeah, for sure we'll do that. We'll show you how to avoid this lagging problem and be in really good situation in the market, understanding really nice how to be even waiting for the trade, waiting for it, you know. I'm gonna show you maybe one example in USD CAD and one example in Euro New Zealand, so this way we get multiple indexes to look at. Like New Zealand index itself by itself was strong, then the dollar index was really by itself was weak. So I'm gonna show you guys a video. Okay, so just here we are discussing in general. For this question I'm gonna make you a video and explain to you how to trade this stuff. Also, you don't want to let the market take you right and left. You want to understand what direction you want to trade and trade this direction. So if you get the signal in the Euro Australian, let's say sell, you take it. You know, you take the sell signal, because this is the direction where the market is gonna run the 500 pips, 600 pips down. It's not gonna go up 600 pips unless the stock market crash again. okay, and I don't think it is the case. So the direction is down. You're in New Zealand, you're Australian, you're Canadian. The Dow is probably gonna open after 1 hour. You're gonna find maybe one candle down, then it's gonna go fly up. Okay, guys. See, bound New Zealand, you're saying it's lagging. It did crash while we were talking here, probably 50 pips. Okay. You can see the strengths of the system in both of them. But this is, do not join the trade from here. It's too late. That's why someone is watching and he's ready to take this, or following the weekly forecast. We have been saying sell bound New Zealand for the last 3-4 weeks in our forecast. So I think this was very clear if you guys following the weekly forecast. Yeah, you must look at the indexes. Well, signals are different story. I just wanna discuss signals and stuff here, so wanna all the people benefit, so they don't get sick of us. Okay, guys. So this would be a really good opportunity to sell the dollar ZAR and let it run. We talked about dollar, Turkish lira, and dollar ZAR for the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks in the weekly forecast. I said keep the eye on them. They're gonna be good sell, and you can see it's happening. Also, dollar CAD is really nice. Okay. So you guys watch out for this stuff. Okay, guys, I hope I didn't give you a headache. Sorry if I was boring today for you, or you get bored from me. That was a little bit too long. I hope you guys did benefit from this. Australian, Canadian. Okay, we're gonna look at the Australian, Canadian. So you can see it's going up a little bit. Okay. So you don't want to really buy this one at all, even if it's gonna go up a little bit. So you're in the yearly high here, this one. Yeah, don't buy this one. You can wait a little bit, 1 week or something, then sell it. But this is gonna be slow. You can see why, because Australian and Canadian, they were moving together if there is no big movement in the oil. So if the oil is moving big time, this pair is gonna be having a big movement. If the oil is going slow, or if the oil is going up and Australian is going up, then you're gonna find this is going ranging a little bit. Okay. If the oil is going up but slow, but Australian is going up strongly, then you're gonna find Australian, Canadian going up a little bit. If the oil is crashing, then the Australian, Canadian is gonna go up so fast, and that's what happened at the coronavirus time when the oil did crash. Okay, because Canadian is affected so much by the oil. Then after this, okay, guys, first then reverse it. Okay. So this one, of course, also Australian, it did crash with the coronavirus. So Australian, New Zealand, Canadian, 3 of them got crashed with the coronavirus. Okay, and I warned about this, guys. If you look at the videos from at the end of February and March, I was talking about the Australian New Zealand indexes are gonna get really weak. Okay, if you go back to these videos, and you're gonna find this. So this is so much connected to the oil and the stock market. So what I expect is this is gonna go up a little bit more, then it's gonna come back down. Only when the oil is going back to 40, this is gonna come down here. So when you see the oil is going up, this is gonna come down. So this bear is just slow. You can make better money with something else. So don't trade Australian, Canadian, Australian, New Zealand, like three of those currencies. Don't trade them against each other. They're slow. In Australian, Canadian, New Zealand, they most of the time they move in the same direction. That's why you're gonna find a lot of ranging in those three currencies beside each other. The same thing like franc Japanese yen. Okay, they're both safe haven like this. So franc Japanese yen, why you can see everything against Japanese yen is just going up, you see franc is going down, or the opposite. So some currencies, you don't waste your money in them. Volatility is very low. It's gonna take a lot of swap from you. It's not the best to trade. So Australian, New Zealand, Australian, Canadian, New Zealand CAD, three of them, just they're gonna be slow unless there is big movement in one of the central banks, or the oil is moving strongly, or some interest rate, announcement. Both of them are gonna be very slow. Okay, perfect. Okay, I hope I answered the question about the Australian CAD, and I hope also it does make sense why I'm saying Australian CAD is not the greatest. Okay, because three of them, they move the same direction. Okay guys, so I'm gonna give you guys a break from me, and I hope this was a good explanation about this, what super trend is, and how to get in a really good trade. Okay, about this one, this is really helpful guys, very helpful. If you want to success in this market, you need to understand this very well and practice it, and you need to plan which trade you're gonna be taking. That's how we make forecast, how we recommend some trades over other ones. Like, why did I say the last 2 weeks that USD is gonna be awful, and there's gonna be range of market is gonna be dead, you're gonna waste your money and time. You go back to the weekly forecast, either this one or the last week, because I expected the dollar index to come down, and it did happen, and the stock market to go up, and did happen. So USD Japanese yen is affected by portion from the stock and portion from the dollar index, and because of both of them wanted the forecast as expected, then the dollar Japanese yen also went ranging as expected. Okay, and that's how you're gonna be knowing what trade is really good, and there is high probability for money. Okay, high probability to be successful trade. To have and open a successful trade. You're not gonna do this unless you understand this stuff. This stuff is super important to be able to determine if this is gonna be a really fast crash, is gonna be flying up, or is gonna be ranging. Okay, and also we get this good point. If you see Australian, New Zealand, Canadian, three of them going up, the stock market is going up. If you see the stock market going up, many times you're gonna find the oil is going up. If you see the oil is going up, you're gonna find Canadian is going up. Okay, if you see the stock market is going up, Japanese yen is really weak. You want to buy everything against Japanese yen. Okay guys, and also franc is gonna be going down. So if you see the stock market is going up, the franc and Japanese yen, both of them are gonna be going down. If you see the stock market is going up and the dollar is going down, dollar CAD is gonna be crashing. Okay, so also Australian, New Zealand against the American dollar, USD dollar, they're both are gonna be a good buy. Okay guys, so if you see Australian and New Zealand, Canadian, three of them going up, the stock is going up, and if they see the dollar going down, then you know what to buy and what to sell. But also you have to go and find the signal, all that stuff. You just need to understand this as overall of the market, but for a specific trade and entry and exit, you must have the system, and that's what we provide in our website guys, in our service, that we provide like trading systems, different trading systems, and we provide the market scanner. Okay, and very soon we're gonna have integrated signals through a phone app, and there's gonna be you can get it from either the app or from the website. And also we're gonna have educational videos, but after a few months. So we're getting more services in our website. Ramadan Kareem, Farid. Gold, I talked about gold early today. I said gold is better to avoid. If in New York session it may be coming down, so if you're in selling, just make sure in your small lot size and wait for it. In London, in New York time, I think gold is gonna fall. Okay, not 100%. If the dollar continue to crash so bad in the New York, this is a chance, but not 100% to continue with this strength of falling. Then gold is gonna get sold off in New York. You guys, you should know this: the Asian people, they like to buy gold. The Americans like to sell it. That's why in Asian market you're gonna find that gold is going up, 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 and the New York session you're gonna find gold is going down, down, down. So watch out for this one. Okay, guys, so you got this one. You guys also should know most of the times the really high volume in the market and big trends are gonna be in Wednesday and Friday. So those 2 days are very volatile, so you should be aware of this. Okay, you should be aware. Some people only trade those 2 days, some people only trade Friday. So not always the market is gonna be in giving you a really good trades. Okay, so you really have a high quality trades, very high quality trades, and those high quality trades, very few of them they come. That's why if you continue taking so many trades and they're not good, your total number of winning trades are going to be less. That's why you need to focus on higher quality trades. Okay, is there anybody else have a question before we end this stream? It's over an hour now, so 1 hour 20 minutes, so we want to close this one. Looks like it's all good. Okay, guys, thank you and have a wonderful day. Best luck. Maybe later today in New York session we come back and we have a little bit of look at the market together. Okay, guys, thank you. If anyone would like to download the system, it's available on our website, www.fxmarketstrategy.com. Okay, guys, thank you and have a wonderful day. Okay, goodbye.